Dolphins have a first down.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And they'll run it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They run it with McKinnon. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a third down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And taken right on the 30. Oh, he slipped right by him. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Third catch of this first half for them, and this one is a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now a handoff looking right. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's McKinnon, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Forced out to his left. A dump down to McKinnon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Now they try the right side here. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Gun! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Blue 90! Gun! Hot!
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Reuben Foster coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but Only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. And he fires one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
He's going to get it running right. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Set. Green, 39.
Back to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. This is taken at the 10. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this, but he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Sean Lee able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Garoppolo now. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. McKinnon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Minka Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He goes underneath the Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go. Like 20.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's complete to Parker, left side. Still going. They can't stop him. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Sanders now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a
rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles Harris in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. On first and goal, Drake. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They run once more with McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I got you.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Niners on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
On first down, Garoppolo flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for the Dolphins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.